How's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to be going over how to get top 10% in the brand new Axiom Cup. As you can see here today in the seasonal events tab, we have two brand new limited events centered around Eve. We have Dancing Among the Stars, which has some objectives requiring you to have Wally and Eve in order to get up to 10 Eve shards and some epic upgrade parts, which is pretty nice. And then we also have the Axiom Cup, which is going to be the main focus of today's video. And as you can see from this Axiom Cup, there are 15 Eve shards up for grabs, 30 shards for her epic crew member, some universal box credits, a pretty standard mid-season racer event. The main difference with this one is to play in it, you need to have Eve unlocked, and it's not a regulated cup either. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this sucks. And if you want to know how to get top 10% super easily, what you really need to do is just buy the Dancing Among the Stars box. Literally, if you just spend thousands of tokens on this box, you'll get top 10%. But I'm going to show you guys how to do it for those who might be struggling a little bit more. So if you have these 10 Eve shards unlocked, I'm assuming that you also have Wally unlocked, and you should be able to get Eve to 2 stars pretty easily. However, in case you aren't able to, I'm going to go over hopefully how to do it as a 1-star. As you can see, I haven't attempted this event. I have the top speed crew member on and my Eve is level 15. So let's hop in and see if we can get top 10% with only a level 15 Eve. If this doesn't work out though, there are plenty of other ways that I can go about this in order to get a 2-star Eve and then have a little bit more of a competitive option. So Eve is a defender, so I'm not going to stun anyone at the start. I'm just going to try and stay behind them. And we're just going to focus on our drift lines, because I think that's the most important thing, is just staying low to the ground. Your abilities are practically useless. And it's just going to be a really hard cup. But know the shortcuts, like know to go on the grass for that part. Know to go down low and not up top. Just the standard jungle ruins stuff. You can watch this video for the route to better improve your odds, but again, like I said, you're really going to want at least a 2-star Eve to compete. People only will have a 3-star Eve if they have either grinded ranked an insane amount, or if they've more likely spent money on the character, which I'm assuming is what most people have done. 2-star Eve is pretty obtainable though, because you got the 10 Eve shards last week, and then there's 10 more up for grabs this week, plus ranked. That's honestly not that hard to do, and that's pretty much what I've done. I'm 5 shards away from starring up my Eve, so if I do really bad on this first attempt, I can star up Eve and then do my second 2 attempts with a level 25 Eve. And that is simply because I have played her in ranked, and I've gotten to do that, as well as playing the new Dancing with the Stars event, which does require a level 32 Wally, by the way, guys, which I think is absolutely crazy, but that's mostly just to get the epic upgrade parts. You don't really need Wally in order to just get the Eve shards, which I think is the main event with all of these events. Okay. I mean, I feel like we're driving pretty decently. There's not a ton you can do with Eve. I don't even have her abilities unlocked, which kind of sucks, but I don't think they'd be super helpful anyways, especially when you're in first place. But let's see how good of a placement we get with a level 15 Eve, if we can manage ourselves in the top 10% or not. But there we go, after a time of 2 minutes and 5 seconds, we have landed ourselves in the top 25%, which is not that bad for a 1-star Eve. However, I really do think that if you're competing with a 1-star Eve, you're just doing it wrong, and it's not even like a matter of, oh, you spent money to get a 2-star Eve. No, getting a 2-star Eve is pretty free. You just need to play her in ranked, get her up to rank 16, rank 23 if possible. But if not, that's okay. Rank 18 or 23 is what you should shoot for with Eve. If you can't go higher than that though, that is totally okay. And then play the new Dancing Amongst the Stars event. You can at least get 5 or 10 Eve shards, because you only need to complete 5 objectives, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so you don't even need Wally. Just complete these objectives with Eve. You might be a little underleveled, but you should be able to still do it. And I'm going to do these advanced objectives here with Wally. in order to get these last 5 Eve shards, and then we're going to hop back into the Axiom Cup, and I will catch you guys when that happens. Okay, we have completed the Dancing Among the Stars event. For the most part, our Eve is now exactly 2 stars, and we can upgrade her all the way up to level 25, and now we should have a much better chance at competing in this Axiom Cup. Here we go. And if you don't have any of these trash cubes, they're really easy to get in ranked by playing either Wally or Eve. They shouldn't be too much of a difficulty to get, and you should be able to level them up to at least level 25 without too much of a struggle. And there we go. And now that our Eve is level 25, if we hop into the Axiom Cup, once again, I think our time is going to be significantly improved, without a doubt. It's the same track and everything as the first time, but now being 10 levels higher, everything's going to feel much more fluid and faster, as we're pretty close to the actual regulated number. We're going to stun these people, get them out of our way, and we do have Eve's unique ability now. However, I will let you guys in on a little secret. It is pretty much useless in time trial modes, and I'll show you exactly why. Exactly what's wrong with Eve's ability and why it isn't very helpful in any way, shape, or form, unfortunately. Because here you can see if we press the normal activation, we have a little laser field in front of us. The laser field only works if someone goes in it, and everyone's way back there, so that's not happening, unfortunately. And then, as I'll show you guys, the charged activation isn't that much better, unfortunately. We're gonna head up here. So if we do the charged activation, she shoots a bunch of laser blasts in front of her. So both of Eve's abilities are only really useful if you are near players, and in the time trial event you shouldn't really be close to other players, especially you shouldn't have them in front of you. You should always be in first, and sadly with Eve, being in first just isn't great. Honestly, Eve doesn't seem like that good of a racer, so if you are missing out on a lot of her shards, I don't think it's too big of a deal. Yes, it does suck, but ultimately, there's worse racers to miss out on. Eve is not that bad. Okay, nearing the end of the second lap, I can already tell our time is going to be improved a lot. I think we ended the last run with like 2 minutes and 5 seconds, and we're almost at the finish line here. We should be shaving off like about 5 seconds from our run, which is really nice. It would be a lot more if I didn't hit the wall at the end there, but that is okay. Because even with the time of 2 minutes and 2 seconds, we are now able to easily slide our way into the top 10%. So there you guys have it. That's how you get top 10% in the Axiom Cup. Just upgrade your Eve. If you want to do it the easy way, you can, open her box right here, the Dancing Among the Stars box. However, it's also not too hard to level her up. Just play ranked, play the Dancing Among the Stars event, not the box, and then take her into the Axiom Cup at hopefully 2 stars. If you have her at 1 star, it's not going to be impossible to get in the top 10%. Like, I'm sure if we take a look at my time here, I was gonna say there's probably a level 15 Eve, but there's not. So maybe it's impossible with a 1-star Eve, unless you're really good at the game. Upgrade Eve, get her to 2 stars, play her in ranked. It shouldn't be too difficult. And there you guys have it, the Axiom Cup. Let me know what you think of these new events. Personally, I'm not a fan. I want to go back to how it was for Hades and Gaston and all the racers before them. I don't really like what they've been doing with all the new mid-season events. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace out.